Alright guys, just a quick one. I've got about 3 quick videos coming out for you in the next, I don't know, hour, maybe 2 hours. Alright, the IBF ruling there will be no second day weigh-in for Canelo Alvarez and Triple G Gennady Golovkin. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, when I originally read the article and heard, actually someone tagged me in my group, and I thought, well, damn, like that's not right, because I mean, to me, it's a handicap, right? If you have one guy that is required, in this situation, to be no more than 170 on the morning of the fight, and then you have another guy that can opt out and simply say, hey, I don't want to do that. He can come in, whatever, a light heavyweight, or above, right? It's like fighting a guy a division or two above your division, or at least around the 170. You get what I'm trying to say. My point is, this right here is rock solid proof that the IBF, they're now saying, hey, this is basically a handicap, for a championship, a lineal fight, a lineal championship rather. So I thought it was very interesting, and I want to know what you guys think. Like, who does it benefit, right? I mean, I just read the article. My mind's kind of blown here. I'm thinking like, okay, well, so now, basically, neither Canelo or Golovkin have to worry about the second day weigh-in, right? I mean, they've got the original weigh-in, and then, well, of course, with the WBC, Gennady Golovkin, he's got to stay on track, with that 10%, but there is no second day IBF weigh-in. So now we're only going to get really 2 more weigh-ins, right? The 7-day weigh-in for Gennady Golovkin and the WBC, and then the original weigh-in that both Canelo and Golovkin, of course, they got to make the 160 middleweight. But now there will be no second-day weigh-in. So I'm thinking, like, trying to wrap my brain around that. Like, who does it benefit? Because basically, I don't really see a benefit for either guy. I mean, honestly, other than, Canelo, he can comfortably be, 172, 173, 174 on the morning of the fight, meaning he can, basically, rehydrate right after, the main weigh-in. When they both have to make 160 middleweight, Canelo can begin, to replenish his body, rehydrate, and then Gennady Golovkin, he would need to worry and not go over that 10-pound limit, which he doesn't really go far past 170. We know that Gennady Golovkin comes in like 170, 171, maybe 172, but I don't know. I don't know who it would or would not benefit. So let me just read you the new ruling. And another thing that really, kind of stood out to me was they've known about this now for a while. So, is it the reason that Gennady Golovkin is a little heavy right now? Look, guys, everything I tell you comes to life. It comes true. I think Gennady Golovkin, he already knew about this, so he wasn't really worried, so much about the whole weight thing. So, but right here, as Terrence Crawford and Julius Ndongo fought, let me skip past that. They're talking about how the rules state that the boxers who are in the IBF title fights cannot weigh more than 10 pounds above the weight limit. Now, right here, IBF President Daryl Peoples, while on vacation, sent a statement via text to BoxingScene.com during the IBF convention in May, right? I mean, this is crazy. January, February, March, April, May. So we got May, June, July, August, up till 5 months ago. So I'm thinking that Gennady Golovkin and Canelo, they're already well aware of this. We decided to waive the second-day weigh-ins for the unification bouts. However, we encourage all fighters to participate in both weigh-ins, people stated. Yeah, like I said, this is just like breaking news to me, so I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. Now, right here, like I told you guys, Jacobs, he was overweight. And really it was like some trickery involved. I think that Jacobs, he kind of like found a loophole, right? He found a way to get an advantage to put Gennady Golovkin at somewhat of a handicap, by coming in heavy the day of. Okay, right here, the rule change probably stemmed from the situation that took place on March 18th when the unified middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin faced Daniel Jacobs in New York. Golovkin, who has a WBC, IBO, WBA, and the IBF titles, and soon the WBO, was obligated to participate in the Saturday morning weigh-in if he wanted to fight for the IBF belt, to where, Daniel Jacobs was not. Now, It goes on to say, Jacobs, perhaps gaming the system, decided not to go through the IBF procedure and made the decision to just compete for the WBC, the WBA belts. Many believe that Jacobs came in significantly heavier than Gennady Golovkin as both stepped into the ring. Madison, we know he did. We know he did. Madison Square Garden, 20,000 people, 21,000 people. You know, by the way, Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev, 12,000 people. But, you know, I mean, of course it was intentional. And it's clear as day that Daniel Jacobs, I mean, he was the heavier, I mean, he looked like a cruiserweight, you know, when they're, you know, fighting basically a middleweight that's done a little rehydration. You know, maybe a guy that's at super middleweight, maybe 170, as in Gennady Golovkin, against, you know, a guy rumored to be 180, 182. You know, hey, you know, you never know. Maybe a $190, you never know, okay? I mean, damn, right? Wow. The truth shall set you free, my friends. Here we are fighting. Look, it feels good to be right, okay? It feels good to be, I'm not bragging, but it feels good to be right. I told you guys, it's not fair. It's a handicap. It's a disadvantage. I think Jacobs, he found a loophole, and that's why he had the kind of success that he had. That's why he did. That's why it went 12 rounds, because Gennady Golovkin thought he was going to be in a middleweight bout when, in fact, he was in there against a cruiserweight, you know, maybe a heavyweight. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. You know, people put on weight differently. We don't know. Okay, so, you know, I wanted to share that with you guys real quick. You know, what do you think? I mean, like I said, who's at an advantage? Who's at a disadvantage? Like, to me, this is boom, mind blowing, pow, like it blew my mind. Like, wow. I mean, and they knew about it since May, and we're just now hearing about it. Like, you know, so it tells me that I mean, surely Gennady Golovkin and Canelo, they've known about this, right? And I do think it changes their strategy up a little bit, because I mean, it has to, because now neither guy really needs to worry about what they weigh the morning of the fight. Meaning, you know, right after the weigh-in on Friday night, they can do whatever they want to do. Like I said, replenish, renourish, you know, rehydrate, whatever they want to do, and get to that comfortable weight, and then just kind of coast through the day. Fight night or fight day, fight night comes, boom, you know, they're ready, they're healthy, they're clean, they're clear, they're ready to go. So, you know, of course it changes things. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Who does it benefit? To me, I mean, look, my initial thought was, like I said, okay, this, you know, probably gives Canelo somewhat of an edge, but not really, not really. I mean, I think if Canelo comes in heavy, it's going to work against them. So anyway, guys, you know what? I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. I want to hear yours. What do you think? Put it in the comment section below. I got about probably about 2 more videos coming. Quick ones, big announcement. So I'm sure you guys have already heard. I'm a little bit behind today. I had a long day, so you know I wanted to get these videos out earlier, but that's life. But yeah, leave your comment below. Thank you for watching.